As I walk alongside the shadow that bears my name, I'm reminded that the quietest moments often hold the most profound truths. I'm searching for a sign, a glimmer of hope that will guide me through the darkness. Though the clouds may veil the stars, I know that they will shine bright once more. My heart, be still. Don't let the weight of sorrow break you. Even in the depths of night, there is a promise of dawn. The moon will rise, and with it, a new day will unfold. The grip of sorrow may be tight, but it will loosen with time, and the light of morning will seep into our lives. I'll continue on my journey, traversing the dunes that stretch far and wide. I'll trust that the winds will carry my tears and that in the stillness, I'll find the peace that eludes me. For in the quiet moments, I know that I'll discover the echo of my peaceful mind, and that thought brings me solace. As I walk alone, the wind whispers secrets in my ear, and I find a sense of freedom in the vast, open spaces. The desert's silence is a balm to my soul, and I know that I'll find my way, guided by the stars that shine bright in the night sky. In the heart of a blazing desert, where shadows danced like restless spirits, I found myself traversing a landscape that was as much a reflection of my inner world as it was a physical terrain. The dunes stretched out before me like an endless sea, a reminder of the vast and uncharted territories of the soul. With every step, I felt the pulse of memories, incomplete and unresolved, echoing through the chambers of my heart. The sun beat down upon me, its relentless rays a poignant reminder of the passage of time, yet even its warmth couldn't dry the tears that lingered, refusing to be erased. My companion, a wise and gentle steed, moved with quiet reverence, his eyes attuned to the silence that fell around us. His gaze held a deep understanding, as if he too had witnessed the darkness that had shrouded the stars and the hopes that had taken flight. The palm trees swayed in the breeze, their gentle motion a testament to the quiet strength that lies within vulnerability. Their arms seemed to reach inward, into the depths of the soul, where the weight of loss and the whispers of dreams yet to be realized resided. I knelt beside a dry riverbed, the cracked earth a reminder of the fragility of life. I touched the ground, and it did not cry out in anguish, instead, it seemed to wait with a quiet patience, much like my own heart. For I have come to understand that not all storms are visible on the horizon. Some ride within, hidden from the world, yet pulling us down with an unseen force. And so, I wait, with the earth, for the storms to pass, for the sun to shine bright once more, and for the peace that eludes me to finally descend. In the quiet hours, darkness can creep in, disguising itself as tranquility, only to reveal its true nature when we least expect it. I once tried to hold onto you, to keep you close, but like sand slipping through my fingers, you were gone. Yet, even as the grains dispersed, carrying your essence with them, I knew you'd find your way home. Your memory haunts me still, a bittersweet reminder of what we shared. Your eyes held the warmth of a sunset, and your voice was as soothing as a gentle slumber. You moved with the freedom of the wind, and your love was a fierce, all-consuming flame that left an indelible mark on my world. Though you're no longer here, my desire for you remains, a burning fire that refuses to be extinguished. The nights we spent together under the desert sky, with the stars above and our hearts open, still simmer within me, a slow burning fire that fuels my longing. Life, however, moves on, relentlessly and untamed, like a hawk soaring through the skies, its path unpredictable and fierce. It doesn't seek joy or strive for victory, it simply exists, driven by its own primal nature, untethered and alone. I continue on my journey, traversing uncharted territories, where the landscape of my soul is as vast and unpredictable as the desert sands. The silence is a palpable presence, speaking truths that words cannot convey, echoing with the pain of forgotten memories. The stars reappear in the sky, but their light no longer illuminates the path I've chosen. Instead, they shine for the possibilities that will never come to fruition, for the dreams that remain forever out of reach. And yet, from the depths of my brokenness, strength has emerged. For I've come to understand that it's in the breaking that we find our true selves. Our hearts must shatter to be reshaped, to be forged into the people we're meant to be. We are not crafted solely from moments of joy. Our true character is formed in the fire of adversity, in the darkness that tests our resolve, and in the silence that forces us to confront our deepest fears. My companion, a steadfast friend, seemed to sense the cadence of my sorrow. The thunderous beat of his hooves, the rhythmic pattern of his breath, echoed the turmoil within me. The desert landscape unfolded before us, a fading horizon that seemed to whisper secrets of the past. This was a realm where memories ran deep, where the silence was a palpable force that overshadowed the din of the world. The stillness enveloped me, a shroud that wrapped around my heart. Every tree, every gentle breeze, every reed that bent in the wind, seemed to hold a story that was lost to me. The stars above, once bright and full of life, now shone with a pale and timid light. They had witnessed my laughter, but now they bore witness to my tears. Love had once dwelled in this desert, walking beside me, its presence warm and comforting. But it had vanished, softly, without a sound, leaving no discernible mark. No dramatic gesture, no cruel word, had driven it away. It had simply disappeared, leaving me to ponder the mystery of its departure. The memory of you is etched in my mind, a vivid recollection of the way the wind danced with your scarf, the clarity of your eyes, like ancient wells that drew me in with their depth. I recall the promise I made to you, to capture the stars and bring them to your doorstep, but like sandcastles in the tide, our promises were fragile and ephemeral. You were right, the stars are distant, like scars that never fully heal. And I was wrong to think I could hold on to them, to keep them from slipping away. Even the strongest among us, like falcons in flight, must eventually succumb to the weight of their own limitations. You left without fanfare, without drama, simply by carrying the weight of your own identity. Your departure sealed my fate, and now the world seems different, the light has lost its warmth, and even the dawn feels cold and unforgiving. The city beckons me to return, to hide behind the robes that conceal the strain of my emotions. But I am not one for thrones or material trappings. I am the prince of a different realm, a kingdom of echoes, wounds, and ancient lore. I do not seek power or prestige, I seek only to navigate the labyrinth of my own heart, to find my way through the shadow. In the depths of my soul, I'm constructing a fortress of resilience, a testament to the trials I've endured. Where love once thrived, only to shatter into 1,000 pieces, I'm now laying the foundation of a new reality. I'm learning to find strength in vulnerability, to confront the fragility of life, and to walk the tightrope of pain and hope. Sleepless nights have become my companion, as I wander beneath the star-studded sky, searching for answers that may never come. The stars above, though silent, seem to burn with a fierce intensity, as if urging me to rise above my sorrow. I've made a promise to myself to face my grief head-on, to channel it into creative expression, and to find solace in the rhythm of words. The falcon perched atop the hill remains vigilant, a symbol of perseverance and determination. Its watchful gaze is a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there's a beauty that endures, a beauty that can be harnessed to fuel our journey forward. The falcon's steady gaze is a lesson in resilience, a reminder to question the mysteries of life. Its presence inspires me to ride forth into the unknown, to brave the tempests and the trials that lie ahead. As I journey on, the ache within me will become a familiar companion, and the pain will lose its sharp edge. The desert, a vast and unforgiving landscape, is a teacher of truths. It neither loves nor hates, it simply exists, a force of nature that demands respect. It takes the heart and tests its metal, cracking it wide open to reveal its deepest vulnerabilities. And yet, in its silence, it teaches us to walk with pride, to find strength in our scars, and to rise above our pain. Though you may be gone, I remain, bound to the elements, to the wind and sky, to the ebb and flow of joy and pain. When the final chapter of my story is written, I'll know that I lived fully, that I bled and loved and laughed beneath the sun. The desert, a realm of shifting sands and endless skies, is a world of its own, untamed and unapologetic. It changes as it pleases, without warning or remorse, a reminder that life is precious, fleeting, and forever in motion. The heroes of old have given way to a new breed of warriors, ones who approach life with contemplation and introspection. They gather around the fire, their words sparingly offered, as if drawn from the depths of their own experiences. The stars above, once piercing with the pain of loss, now twinkle like sentinels, guarding the secrets of the universe. As I ride through the landscape of my own thoughts, I'm reminded that the journey itself is the destination. It's a path that winds through pain and bliss, loss and discovery. To navigate this terrain, one must be willing to bend and bow, to learn from the twists and turns that shape us. Not every path is easy or straightforward, some are fraught with difficulty, and some may even feel wrong. Yet, it's in the perseverance, in the determination to keep moving forward, that we find our way to the light. The journey is not about avoiding the hardships, but about embracing them as part of the process. It's about finding the sacred in the everyday, the beauty in the brokenness, and the strength in our vulnerability. And when we ride forth, when we continue to fight for what we believe in, we'll find that even the most challenging roads can lead us to a place of illumination and understanding. The dunes stretched out before me, their rugged peaks piercing the sky like shards of glass. They cut deep into my soul, leaving wounds that would take time to heal. Yet, as the days passed, those wounds transformed into scars that shone like beacons in the desert night, reminders of the trials I had faced and the strength I had gained. As I rode on, I encountered a young boy, barefoot and unadorned, with a sense of peace that seemed to emanate from the very earth itself. He didn't ask for material things or seek to know me. Instead, he embodied a simplicity that was both profound and humbling. I searched for words to share with him, but they slipped away like sand in the wind. In the end, a nod was all I could offer, and when I turned to look again, he had vanished, leaving behind only the faintest whisper of his presence. The tree that stood nearby became my refuge, its twisted branches a sanctuary from the world. As I sat beneath its boughs, I saw my own life reflected in its gnarled roots, a life that had grown wild and untamed, yet not entirely alone. The birds above began to sing, their melodies no longer faint or insignificant. Each note resonated deeply, like the voices of ancient wisdom, speaking truths that only the heart could understand. The dove's gentle song whispered secrets to my soul, reminding me that my fragility was not a weakness, but a testament to the depth of my emotions. The pain I felt was a sacred fire that burned within me, nourishing the very essence of my being. I let the tears fall, allowing them to cleanse my heart and wash away the weight of my sorrow. As I stood there, vulnerable and exposed, I felt the weight of my own impermanence. Yet, in that moment, I chose to let go, to release the burdens that had held me back. The voice of wisdom echoed through my mind, reminding me that pain was not a punishment, but a natural part of the human experience. It was a verse that needed to be read and understood, a lesson that would ultimately lead to growth and transformation. With newfound clarity, I rose from the ashes, no longer driven by fear or regret. I walked forward, guided by a sense of forgiveness and acceptance. The desert landscape, once harsh and unforgiving, now stretched out before me like a canvas of possibility.